Hi everybody, this is Crystal. So I hope everybody is doing well and staying safe today, as I always do. So today I have a new yarn to show you, and I got a shirt that matched it, kind of. Anyways, I picked out this shirt specifically to match this. Is that right? Yeah, to match this yarn. Does a pretty good job. Okay, so today I have a new cotton from Premier, limited time only, Hipster cotton. Let's read about it a bit. Want to? It's 229 yards or 210 meters, 3.5 ounces, 100 grams of 100% cotton. All right, it's made in Turkey. Machine wash on warm and tumble dry. Now it is classified as a lightweight number 3, so it is a DK. Recommending knitting needle size is a 4 millimeter, and a recommended hook size is a 5 crochet hook size is a 5 millimeter. So let's look at their DK weight. So this is their DK. Get it up here and show you. I think that's a fine DK. Perfect DK, if you ask me. Okay, now how does it feel? Well, it feels pretty good. If I had to compare it to another yarn, I would compare it to Hobby Lobby. I love this cotton, which is a very nice cotton yarn, as far as the feel goes. And Walmart has a very nice new cotton yarn. Actually, it feels very nice too. So the feel of it is a very nice soft cotton. Definitely garment worthy. I would not waste it in the kitchen on kitchen items. I think that, you know, like wash rags or anything, I think it's definitely worthy, soft wise, for a garment. So I purchased mine at Michael's, and I paid $7.99 US for it at Michael's, but I did have a coupon, so I did get it a little cheaper. You can buy it at premieryarns.com, their website, for $5.99. And it looks like they have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 different colors. 14 different colors of this. They were all variegated. I only purchased 2 because it being a DK weight cotton, you know, I'm not a big fan of lightweight 3s. Anyways, it says this DK weight 100% cotton yarn features bright and bold stripes reminiscent of tie-dye. Hipster cotton for creating fun and colorful garments and accessory for all ages. Use it for a standalone summer garment or winter layering pieces. Either way, it will okay, they didn't word that right. It will add some lively color to your wardrobe. They should have put the word add in there. Anyways, that is what it's about. So first thing, I did do some crocheting with it, and I did work up one ball on my knitting machine to show you. So the color I have right here is called Melon Berry. So it's pinks and purples and white. And then the color I have here is called Hello Hydrangea. Very pretty. I like hydrangea flowers. So they're very pretty. So I thought this was a beautiful color too. So first thing I'll show you is I knitted the pink one up on my pink and purple up on my knitting machine. And this is what it looks like with the standard knitting stitch, I believe. Done up, this is one whole ball on my knitting machine, but it is done, it's in a tube format, so that's what you get out of it. And this is kind of what it looks like. It's splotchy. You see what I mean? It's got like thick stripes in it, but then again, it's splotchy. I can see how they want to call it a tie-dyed effect, I guess. One knot there sticking up, you can see I found in it, but otherwise, you know, 1 knot's acceptable, 2 knots acceptable, 3 knots are acceptable, but no knots are desirable. But anyways, 1 knot is just fine with me, and it did just fine on my knitting machine. I had no problem. It whipped right through it. This lightweight 3, so that's what she looks like. And then I did do a little crocheting with it. Let me turn my camera around. I'll show you what we did there. Okay, and here's my crochet. Let me turn the slide on up here. Okay, so this one I used the blue. And as you can see, I used the recommended hook size of a 5mm, just like they said. And I had no trouble crocheting with it. It didn't split at all. Not one time on me. You can see how it's wound there, but or plied together there, but it's plied tight enough that it did, I mean, I had no trouble with it splitting. So I worked up this little swatch and it worked up just fine. Didn't give me no trouble, other than it's lightweight, and I'm not a huge fan of that, but as you can see, it worked out just fine. Crocheted just fine, just like it was supposed to do. Now remember, that knitted version that I showed you is gonna look different when it's crocheted as far as the way the colors play out, you know. But I always do a knitted example just to kind of show you, give you a general idea. But yeah, does just fine for me, no problems whatsoever. So feels like if you use the right stitch, it would make a nice lacy garment, very soft. You can even use a more solid stitch, and I still think that, you know, it would have some give to it, so that would be okay too. Now let me flip my camera around real quick. I'll show you that one more time, just kind of what that looks like there. Okay, so final thoughts on this cotton. I told you everything about it. I showed you what it looks like on the knitting machine as far as how the colors play out, you know, with the plain knitting stitch. Feels fine. And I showed you a little bit of a crochet swatch. No problem at all crocheting with it. It crocheted fine. It's a nice soft cotton yarn. Now, I do want to add though that as far as it saying that it is machine washable and dryable, I mean, I can probably guarantee with 100% certainty that I would not recommend that. It's going to peel on you if you do that. If you want your garment to stay nice, you hand wash it and lay it flat with this. That's only my recommendation, even though they say you can do it. Bagoday says you shouldn't, because it will peel. I can tell by looking at it that it's going to peel. You can see the fuzzies on it already. That will peel in the washer and dryer. So yeah, I would definitely stay clear of that. But like I said, that's just my recommendation. You don't have to listen to me. I could be wrong. I don't think that I am. But would I be a repeat buyer of this? Now, I would say no, but it's not because I don't like it. I do. I think it's a very nice yarn. I won't be a repeat buyer because I'm more of a soft, not so busy yarn type of person. I mean, I have to really, really like it in order to use a yarn that's super busy. Yeah, that would be one downfall for me, but that's just personal preference. Another one would be that it's a DK. I think that I can get yarn like Hobby Lobby's I Love This Yarn, or even Walmart's brand, for cheaper. Plus it's a 4-weight. Both of those are 4-weights. Of course, they're going to have a little less yardage. I think those have about 180 yards versus the 229 yards here. But you have to remember, this is a lightweight 3. So it's going to have a little bit more yardage than what a 4-weight would. So yeah, overall it's probably cheaper to go the Hobby Lobby or the Walmart route, especially Walmart, but they are limited in color there. But yeah, there's nothing wrong with it. And I always starting to say yarn is worth what you'll pay for it. If you'll pay the $5.99 or the $7.99 for it, then it's worth it to you. You like it. Me, I won't repeat buy, only because of the reasons that it's a DK, and I'm not a fan of DK. I have to, like I said, I gotta really, really like it to use a DK, and I gotta really, really like it to use a busy yarn like this. So other than that though, but if you don't mind the look of it, and it's cool, it does look tie-dyed like they said, and it's super soft to make a beautiful, beautiful garment. Go for it. I think you're gonna like it, really. If you like lightweight yarns like that, you don't mind paying that price. Yeah, I think that would make some really unique items. So yeah, I like it. I'll give it a good review. Yeah, definitely. If I had to rate it, you know, if I put aside the fact that I don't like 3-weights, and I put aside the fact that I'm not a fan of the busyness, it gets a solid. For the way it feels, I'm not going to involve the price in it, because you know, whatever you want to pay for it is up to you. But as far as the way it feels, and I think the way it crocheted and the beautiful drape that it'll have, I'd give it a solid 8. It's a nice cotton. So yeah, thumbs up from Bagoday. It's a nice yarn, Premier. Good job on that one. Okay, I hope you guys found my video informative. You know, that's all I ever hope, and I will see you guys on my next video. I hope that you tune in. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification button so you don't miss out on any of my yarn content, tutorials, or giveaways. Alright? Bye guys. Stay safe, okay? Love you guys.